joining us today. We are going to talk today about one of the most basic questions that one can possibly ask, which is, how do you plan a destination wedding?
If you crave luxury but need guidance, then stay tuned for magic. Welcome to Wedding Tips and Tales with T.S. Wed, the podcast where we unveil the secrets to crafting the perfect luxury wedding. Join us for expert advice and insider tips that will make your special day unforgettable. Let's make your wedding dreams come true together.
Right, but first, what are you drinking?
Today I am again drinking butter Chardonnay. I am a creature of habit. Don't hate me.
I'm still drinking a red blend that I don't know the name of.
Cheers.
Yay.
Pull a drink out. Come on now, don't be shy. We don't care what time it is. Could be 9, 10. It's fine.
No one's watching.
Who?
Them.
Hopefully they're watching us.
Well, yeah, they're watching us, but I mean, no one's watching them. They can drink whatever they want.
We're drinking.
Live
We're
on
not
the
going
edge.
to tell you what time it is.
The sun is out.
Sun's out, buns out.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one. Sun's up, high noon. Look at me. Also not advertising for them.
High noons are gross.
I'm not saying... Don't judge other people.
I'm not judging people. I'm
What
judging
if they're
high
drinking
noons.
at high noon? What
Pick
if
a
they're...
better drink. Pick a unnamed red blend.
Okay, then.
Right,
On that note, let's talk about how to plan a destination wedding. And we're going to give a little subtext to this that feels like you.
Right. The thing is, when planning a wedding, and it can be destination or not, I think there are two main things.
I'm ready.
One,
Tell me.
you have to be a good host.
Oh, gosh, you have to be
You
a
just have-
great host.
Just have to be a good host.
You
Like,
have to be hospitable.
Yes.
You're inviting people, especially if it's destination,
Right.
to travel to you.
Right.
Like, how many trips does one take a year just for funsies?
Right. And you might possibly be taking their only vacation of the year.
Yes.
So you need to be a good host. That is, I think, primary. In my opinion, you need to be a good host. Second to that
I can't wait.
is you need to be authentic to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
So be a good host. Do you want to tell a story about how you went to a wedding and it was all vegan food?
Oh.
As a most of the time pescatarian/vegetarian, I fully approve of a vegan menu. That's amazing, cool, great. I love that kind of food.
I want to be clear. This was not a dietary restriction. Okay, I think that matters.
Sure.
It also
It
was
doesn't
not.
matter. It
no,
doesn't matter.
It
because
also
your
was not
guests-
honoring a cultural tradition. Okay, so this was a destination wedding.
Yeah.
So this was a destination wedding, and being a vegan was not a part of their culture in any way, shape, or form. Not the couple's culture,
Not the
and
locations
not the
culture.
location's culture. Okay, the reason it was vegan was for cost purposes. It
Oh my
was.
god, is that true?
Yes.
I thought one of them was vegan.
In the moment, one of them was having a vegan diet, but it was ultimately for cost purposes. The other was not on the vegan
This
diet.
is so much worse than I thought.
I want to be so clear. She's so much better than me. I want red meat at all times. I want blood on my plate.
Oh, gross.
Oh, it's so good. Listen, all my Texans know.
All the Texans.
All of the Texans know.
We love you.
Gosh, I love you. So okay, so regardless of whether or not there was red meat, it was all not even vegetarian, it was vegan.
And you traveled how many hours to get there?
Oh, buckets. So we had like a 7-hour flight with 2 babies, one of which was a newborn.
Mm-hmm. And it was
Plus,
warm weather where you went?
No.
Oh.
And a 3-hour drive.
Great. So 10 hours minimum. And it was not warm.
No.
Snowing.
Yeah.
Freezing. Cold.
Chilly. Nippy, one might say. Anywho, it was a vegan menu. It was to accommodate this season that one member of the couple was going through and the budget. And I did not like that very much. I did not feel, as a guest, I did not feel honored in that experience.
Well, when you're putting that much effort into going to someone's wedding that is destination, it's okay to be vegan. Again, fully support. But that doesn't mean that every single one of your guests is that way. And if
it
they're
would be like doing a gluten-free wedding.
right,
Or like, I don't know.
you can have a heavily vegan-inspired menu.
Correct.
You can have the majority of things be vegan or vegetarian. You
Yes.
can have that be a mainstay piece for you.
Yes.
If it's environmental, you can make sure it's like,
love
free
that.
range, all the
We've
things.
done fully sustainable events
Right.
too. Like that's
Don't
a
have
very
to be
big and
vegan.
important thing. Yeah. That was hard. So yeah, I agree with you about the hospitality because it can feel, especially if you've invested a lot of your time and a lot of your money and a lot of your sanity into getting there, which it can feel that way when you travel so far. If you don't then feel well hosted, you feel like you've given a lot to be there, which is not how it should feel. It should feel like you are blessed by being there.
Well, and also, not to be blunt, which I think I've said before, but like, not to be blunt, but if you're traveling all that distance and then you get there and the food is not one thing that you wanted to eat, and not one thing that you wanted to drink, and then you're expected to leave a gift, a monetary gift, I would assume you'd be more inclined to leave a bigger gift if you've enjoyed your experience at said wedding versus feeling like you sacrificed for said wedding.
Well, and to like give with the heart of like complete gratitude too. Like, oh
Right,
my
that's
gosh,
what I meant.
this was amazing. Like, I'm so grateful. And then I'm grateful, not just like I'm not giving a gift like in payment for the wedding, but I feel so fortunate to have been here and I feel so fortunate
this.
to
Right.
give this to you and wish you off with a good, with all the good vibes.
Right. So I think that's a good tale.
Yeah, that's
of how
that's a
to
tale. Woo!
make it authentic to you, kind of, but not be a good host. And so being a good host should come first.
Yeah.
Then make it unique and authentic to you.
Correct, because there are so many beautiful weddings out there, especially in the age of social media and just advertising
It's
and marketing.
so
It's
creative
just
and all the things.
people
Right.
are fantastic. There's so many amazing designers out there. There's so many amazing planners. All these beautiful brides have Pinterest. They have Instagram. They have everything they need at their fingertips to make a beautiful experience. Why on earth would we copy somebody else?
Right.
Why would we do a cookie cutter wedding? Cookie cutter weddings died 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The packaged wedding, if you're doing a packaged wedding, you're wasting your money.
You are.
Not
You
to be blunt,
absolutely are.
you're wasting your money. What are you doing? Why are we
Just
doing this?
Have people over at your house and like have a dinner at your house and save yourself money and not do a package wedding.
Correct.
It's ridiculous.
You can spend less money doing a tailored wedding just by having a 1-hour conversation with your planner/designer than you would putting together a package.
Yeah.
Don't do
package
it.
isn't meant for.
Don't do it.
No. Don't do that. How do you host a wedding and make it authentic and unique to you in a destination location?
The first thing that you do, we've said it before, we're going to say it again. Hire a seasoned destination wedding planner.
Hire a planner.
And not just a planner, a destination wedding planner.
Me-
If you're going destination,
Listen.
oh boy.
Hire a planner.
It's true. If you are going destination, hire a destination wedding planner. That person is going to be able to
Help guide you through all of this.
help guide you through how to become an excellent host or hostess within the scope of your wedding planning process.
It is your first or second or third. We don't judge.
No judgment.
But
Sometimes second. Wait. Mine was great. Number one.
we'll see how two goes. It's
For her, not me.
the point is focus. The point is you have not hosted an event like this before, or if you have, it's been 1 or 2 times. Wedding planners have hosted 100, 200, 300, thousands of weddings.
Yeah.
We're just gonna know it better. We just know the ins and outs of hosting a wedding better, and so find you a planner who's going to help guide you through this process.
Yeah, correct.
And the right planner is going to ask you questions about yourselves.
Yes.
About who you are as a couple, how you met, what your passions are, what you love doing together, where you travel, your proposal story. All of those things can be components that make up the bones of your wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they're going to teach you how to be a good host, or they're going to make sure that we're not serving only vegan food. But if that is something important to you, okay, so good example. If being vegan is important to the couple.
Yes. Great question. Are we going to play a game?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. If being vegan is important to the couple, which of the following is the best way to showcase that?
I have one. I want to go one.
Oh.
Okay, A, hosting action stations at your dinner reception, half of which are vegan.
Okay.
So that way, vegan guests are able to know, oh, look, A, B, and C are all vegan, and then D and E are not. Because, of course, you'll have signage. Beautiful calligraphy.
2, host a dessert bar
Yes.
that displays multiple options, all of which are vegan, along with signage that explains...
Pretty signage.
That explains which each dessert is and how it's vegan.
And why it's vegan.
Yeah.
Maybe it says, our beautiful bride Chelsea has, endeavored upon this new health kick, and we're really excited for her. And so here are some of her favorite vegan dessert options that we participate in every week.
Yeah, here are vegan takes on the couple's favorite desserts.
Yes.
And you're providing your guests multiple options, so they might not love the vegan chocolate mousse cake or what have you, but they might love the vegan apple tart.
Yep.
And they're not being forced as their main entree to only be vegan.
Yep. Number 3, if you're hosting a plated meal, offer a vegan option for each course. Right?
Just put it out there.
Put it out there. Great. Here's the vegan salad, soup, entree, and dessert.
Right.
And maybe somebody goes, well, I'm not vegan, but that chocolate torte that's vegan looks fantastic, and I'm going to try it.
Right.
Great. You are now sharing something that is important to you with one of your guests. That's fantastic.
Right.
So what if the 3 are the best? None. They're all great.
Yeah, do one of those.
Do one of those.
All of them.
Do them all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of those. Now you're honoring
Yes.
who you are, whether as an individual or as a couple, but also being good hosts.
Yes.
You're showcasing that this is something that's important to us. We want to provide that as an option for all of our guests because it's important to us. Have that little story as your signage, and then let your guests enjoy
And
themselves.
then it's interactive too, because then they're like, oh my gosh, this is Chelsea's favorite thing. Like, she used to not be vegan, and then she went on this kick, and all of a sudden she feels super healthy. She's living her best life. And look, this is part of what led her, like, this is part of her journey now. And so we love her and want to participate on that journey with her.
Yeah, let your guests choose that.
Yeah.
If they want
don't force people.
Don't force
You would never force people to eat meat. I might want to, but I wouldn't do it. That's disrespectful. Like,
Right.
if I am
Yeah, you
a
wouldn't do it in
meat-only
reverse.
person, I would
Right.
never do that. So, like, why are we doing it the other way?
Okay, do you remember when we had a bride one time say that she was a carnivore?
Listen, that is a thing. Stop judging.
No, but what does that mean?
It means she eats meat.
Only meat?
Yeah.
No, obviously that's not true. That's obviously not true. There's no such thing.
Surely there is such a thing.
No, I think you die pretty quickly.
Wow.
If you only ate meat, you're just like gnawing on steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with no
Gosh, that
sides.
sounds amazing.
No, you would never.
I do love bread, is the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Very healthy. All right. So,
So our tip for this.
our tip for this is make sure that you are being authentic to you and that you are also being an excellent hostess. But what happens if you have like a non-traditional authenticity? Something that is super authentic to you guys as a couple, but
That's like not in vogue.
yeah, it's not in vogue, and maybe it's not like super relatable to everybody.
Like if you're super into like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes! I would like that wedding.
That'd be so
That'd
cool.
be so cool.
That's the thing, like you need to lean in. Whatever your thing is, and whether it's you're highlighting one partner's thing or the others, or if it's a thing that the couple does together.
Yes.
Lean into it.
It's like our sweet couple that I think we can reference by name here. It's like Quinn and Jack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. They love Disney.
They love Disney. They are the sweetest, most lovely humans of all time. And they called me because I'm the one that talks to everybody first. And I just fall in love with them. They are just kind and gentle and loving and fun and just all the wonderful things. And
Bubbles. Just bubbles.
yeah, they're bubbles. If people could be bubbles, they're bubbles. And we got into it, and I just fell in love with them. And they said, okay, but here's the thing. Like, we really want our whole wedding to be Disney themed.
As a luxury wedding designer and planner, that can be a little challenging.
It can be challenging. Except for that I had accidentally already fallen in love with them. Because they're impossible to not love.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so, of course, naturally, salesperson that I am, I went, of course I can do that. We can do that.
Which is so fun for me, because then you pass it to me.
I didn't. I first passed it to my daughter.
That's just true.
I passed it to my daughter, who at the time I believe was 6. Rosie.
Child labor is bad. Don't do it.
She's employed. Maybe. So, I passed it to my daughter, and I said, okay, honey, she happened to be home with me that day. I just got off the call, and I said, you'll never believe it. They love Disney. And she goes, oh, Mom, I'll design their wedding.
Took my job.
She did. Charged a ton less, too. And so sweet Rosalie puts pen to paper at Danny's desk and drew out, like, a whole booklet of Disney options. And it was so cute. It was like going through, it was stick figures and rainbows and all the wonderful things, except for she drew a ceremony. And at the time, we were very into Alice in Wonderland in our household. And she drew flowers, huge, towering above the bride and groom. And she said, Mom...
To be clear, though, that was more a stick figure ratio 6-year-old thing.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Except for not, because she said, Mom, it's like when Alice was in the garden. Right. And she goes, but they called her a weed. Because the flower's called Alice Weed.
I don't remember that.
Oh, watch it again. It's great.
Okay.
Anyways, it was a great idea. And I went, could we do this? And then, of course, Magic Maker over here was like, can't we do this?
Right, so we got, what were they? 5, 6, 7 foot?
Up to 8. I have them in my house now.
That's right, one of them was 8 foot.
Yeah, there were 3 different sizes.
8 foot silk flowers.
Roses. Peonies.
Peonies. Lizzie had this.
No, they're peonies. They have like peonies.
Yeah,
they
do. Anyways, that we lined the aisle with. So not only was there real flowers from our floors lining the aisle.
And the flowers lining the aisle were growing.
Right.
So it looked like we were walking through a garden, even though it was just stems that had been
and mind you, we're in the middle of
stuck
a
into
just
the ground.
open lawn, tropical lawn space.
Yeah.
And it's just open with a couple of trees and that's it.
And you know what? We'll link in the bio, because this wedding ended up getting picked up for the first page of Style Me Pretty. So we'll link in the bio to that publication so you can see.
About. Yeah. But I mean, it was just gorgeous.
It looked like
magical, ethereal
Alice in Wonderland.
And then we didn't go, like, Alice in Wonderland, especially, like, Cheshire Cat vibes, is very, like, dark.
Mad Hatter.
Right. And we didn't do that, because this is a wedding, and they wanted light, and they wanted soft and romantic. So it was that, but it was in soft pinks, soft yellows.
And we did other things, too. The calligraphy was all Disney thing. Be our guest, right. Like, and he had Mickey Mouse cufflinks, like, right. But they were platinum, as one should own.
Right. I mean, and them and their guests stayed at the Disney Resort.
Yeah, Disney Aulani on Oahu. It was amazing.
And so they were able to give their guests that authentic to them. They loved Disney. They gave their guests this Disney experience without diluting the luxury and elegance of their wedding day.
Exactly.
It was still Disney. It was still them.
And
they
were
good hosts.
Them. It was so them. And people, we always say this. We say that the highest compliment that we can get from our wedding events is if a guest specifically comes up to us and says, oh my gosh, this event is Quinn and he, or bride and groom, in a wedding. Like, if we could translate this couple into a wedding, this is what it would be. It's the best experience that you can host for your guests because it's once in a lifetime. They will never forget your wedding if your wedding is authentic to you.
Well, and again, it's destination, so not only be a good host, but they are making the choice to travel some long distance for the two of you. Because they love the two of you. And that includes all of your nuances and all of the things that you're really into. There's not many of us who, like, our closest friends and family know our weird quirks and know that we love Disney or know that we love Dungeons and Dragons or whatever it may be. So they're going to appreciate those nods to who they know you are, especially when it's done in an elegant, creative way. They're going to go, oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's not, Mickey Mouse figurines on the table. It's not everything in red, black, and white. Like, there's ways to do it that is authentic to you and still being a good host, and it's fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah. Great. So our tip for this?
So our tip for how to plan a destination wedding that is authentic to you is make sure that you are hosting beautifully, that you are intentional about being a sensational host or hostess.
And be authentic to who you guys are. Take something that is important to the both of you, hand it over to your planner, ruminate on it a bit, give it to a 6-year-old, and figure out a way to incorporate that, whether in big ways or little ways, so that their wedding day is authentic to who you guys are.
That's fun. Yep.
Awesome, guys.
Awesome, you guys. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your questions below for future podcast topics. Subscribe, like, and let us know your favorite tip from this video. Until next time, let's keep making wedding dreams come true together. Bye for now.